Lesson 10-2, Example 2. Our objective is to find an area of a triangle. And from being able to find an area of a triangle can be a very useful tool in other subjects and in many occupations. Here we have a picture of northern Africa, in particular Egypt. This area is Egypt. Here we have the Sinai Peninsula, which is part of Egypt. Here is the country of Israel. The Mediterranean Sea is up here. And this area of green that's going through, this is the Nile River. So the Nile River flows from the south to the north into the Mediterranean Sea. And as it flows out, it creates a delta. That's this sort of triangular shape right here. And all the green is all that vegetation because that's where all the water's coming from. And let's say we want to find out what this area of this delta is. How much space does it actually take up? So I'm just going to think of this as, I want to make kind of an estimate. So I'm going to take a triangle and I'm going to kind of fit it right on top of this delta here. Now it's not a perfect fit. It's missing a little area here and it's going out a little too far on either side. But it's pretty close. We just want kind of an estimate of what is the mass, the land area of, not the mass, but the land area of the Nile Delta. And we can use our formula over here. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times the height. Well, let's say that we know that the base of this triangle, this distance across here, is roughly 240 kilometers. And our height, that distance from the base to the highest point on that triangle, so this distance right here, let's say we know that distance is about 160 kilometers. Well, if we know that information, we can find the area of this whole this Nile Delta. So let's take a look here. So we know that area is going to be equal to 1/2 the base, and the base is 240 kilometers multiplied by the height, and the height is 160 kilometers. So if I multiply that out, I come out with 1/2, and 240 times 160, multiplied those together, it's going to come out with 38,400 kilometers, square kilometers. Well, I'm not done yet because I need to take, it's just a triangle here, so I want to take half of that, half that base times height. So if I take half of 38,400, I come up with 19,200 square kilometers. And that would be the area of this delta over here, this orange area, which is pretty close to the area of our Nile Delta.